The Council recently reached agreement on a partial general approach on the proposed European climate law. The proposal aims to establish the goal of a climate-neutral EU by 2050, which was approved by the European Council in December 2019. Svenja Schulze, Federal Minister for the Environment, Nature Conservation and Nuclear Safety, said, "The EU is determined to be climate neutral by 2050. As we wait for the European Council to set an updated target for reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 2030, I am pleased to announce that we have today reached agreement between Member States on large parts of the proposal for European climate law. It is important that we make the greatest possible progress on this key law." Last week, the European Council asked the Council to take work on this agenda forward, and today, when I made this video, not when it's published, after an intensive debate, they were able to reach an important milestone on the proposal for European climate law. In its position, the Council underlines the importance of promoting both fairness and solidarity between Member States and cost-effectiveness in achieving the goal of climate neutrality. The Council position is partial because it does not yet contain an updated target for reducing greenhouse gas emissions for 2030. Further work is needed to reach an agreement between Member States on this matter. With the agreed partial position of the Council, it is possible to consolidate the progress made during the months of intense negotiations that were discussions at expert levels that started in March 2020, and to assist the Council in drawing up its full general approach as soon as an agreement has been reached on the outstanding issues. The Council changed the part of the original proposal that would have enabled the Commission to set a target path for achieving climate neutrality through delegated acts. Instead, the Council calls on the Commission to propose an interim target for 2040 following the first global inventory under the Paris Agreement. The Council maintains the concept of an indicative linear target path. This is intended only as a tool to assist the Commission in assessing progress. To ensure that the EU stays on track in achieving its climate neutrality goal in the coming years, the Council mandates the Commission to report on the application of the European climate law within 6 months of each global inventory under the Paris Agreement. If necessary, the Commission can submit proposals to amend the European climate law. The climate action of the EU and the Member States aims to protect people and the planet, well-being, prosperity, food systems, the integrity of ecosystems and biodiversity from the threat of climate change, prosperity within the limits of the planet, maximize society's resilience and reduce its vulnerability to climate change. According to the European Environment Agency and its latest available data, the EU had reduced its greenhouse gas emissions by a total of 24% by 2019 compared to 1990 levels. This means that the EU will even exceed its emissions reduction targets of 20% for 2020. In addition, it is currently pursuing its binding goal of reducing its greenhouse gas emissions by at least 40% by 2030. In its conclusions of December 12, 2019, the European Council agreed on the goal of achieving a climate-neutral EU by 2050 in line with the goals of the Paris Agreement, also recognizing the need to create a favorable framework that benefits all Member States and include appropriate tools, incentives, support and investments to ensure a cost-effective, equitable and socially equitable transition, taking into account different national realities of the starting point. On March 4th, 2020, the Commission adopted its proposal for European climate law and presented it to ministers at the Environment Council on March 5th, 2020. The proposal is part of a broader package of ambitious measures announced by the Commission in its communication on the European Green Deal. On September 17th, the Commission published a communication on the 2030 climate change plan along with a comprehensive impact assessment. The Commission has also adopted a proposal to amend the original Commission proposal on the European climate law, which provides for a revised EU emissions reduction target of at least 55% by 2030. Discussions on the proposal began under the Croatian presidency and continued under the German presidency, most recently also with regard to the amended proposal. The European Council of October 15th discussed the issue of increasing the EU's 2030 target. They decided to come back to this question at the December meeting in order to agree on a new emissions reduction target for 2030. And if you now want to know more about European or global politics, YouTube has chosen another of my videos right here for you on the end screen, right next to your chance to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Click and enjoy. Viel Spaß!